welcome back to the channel. We're doing a different review today. Like I said, in these videos we're going to be touching over a little bit of everything. Part of that is prepping and preparing for, a worst case scenario. Well, it's going to be a medical video. It's going to be going over medical supplies and medical bags, one of many. I'm going to be doing a whole series of medical supplies, medical bags, stuff that I carry in my car, stuff that I've got at home, stuff that I have just in case it's ever needed.
Oh, actually mentioned that you was in EMT for 14 years?
Yeah, I'm actually still a state EMT certified. I've been one for 14 years, and I'm actually, that's an important part to bring up. Most of the equipment you're going to be seeing today, I would recommend not using unless you've got the medical expertise to use it. This is a very advanced basic life support bag, and it's going to have stuff that I would say if you're at least first responder trained, if you at least get trained as a first responder, you should be able to use 99% of the stuff that I'm going to be showing you in this bag. First off, the medical bag is made by Iron Duck, and it is the breathsaver O2 bag. It's very big, lots of pockets. Also, one of the trademarks, it's got the Star of Life on the lid of it. It's pretty heavy, so I'm trying to make this so you can see it. I'm going to take out each and everything in each pocket. It's got two large outer compartments right here and on the other side as well. It also has, if you wish, I don't have an oxygen tank in this, but you can put one in it if you so wish. And it can be accessed from this end over here. And I'm going to start going through the main compartment, the main zipper compartment first. And going through the gear that I personally have. Now this is stocked to be kind of like an ambulance first in bag. It's got everything you need for basic life support to sustain life until you can get them to the ambulance. And in many cases, you got everything in this bag to get them from their house to the ambulance to the emergency room in this bag. So I'm going to go with the top clear, I call it my diagnostics supplies.
I'll let you take over this video.
I do have a push button blood pressure cuff. One thing I learned in EMS is if you have a patient who is critical, you don't always have time to be taking a manual blood pressure, which I have those also to take a manual one. But these come in handy if you have a critical patient where you just need to get a quick blood pressure. It's just equate something you can buy at Walmart, push button blood pressure machine. I also have extra batteries as well for that. Also, with COVID going on, you want to have a dependable thermometer and extra batteries for the thermometer. This is the ear thermometer with extra probe covers. Also, you want to be able to check for glucose. This is a glucometer with lancets, and also your glucometer strips and, you know, everything else that you might need. It's also got an extra packet of glucose gel in case you need it. In case someone's got dangerously low blood sugar. So you also want to have a glucometer of some sort. It doesn't matter what brand it is. It'd be a good idea to have it. Also, baby low-dose aspirin for someone who's having chest pains. You also want to have a pen light. And also it converts into a otoscope to check people's ears, nose, throat. Also, you want to have gloves stuffed everywhere. Got gloves. I personally have a Littman Classic 2 stethoscope. Very dependable. And also, you can get these on eBay pretty cheap. This is a pulse ox. And you can actually get these on eBay for about, I want to say, on the low end, 80 bucks. Works pretty good. And you can also haggle over price too with some of them. So yeah, you can see, you want to have a good pulse ox. And this also has a pulmonary index reading you can get too. So for respiratory issues, you know, this will come in handy. So it gets your SpO2, your heart rate, and your pulmonary index. Like I said, on the upper end, look to spend about $100 and something for one. But it's a good investment. If you want to, you can just go with one of the little cheap finger ones. They work just as well. That's all I really have in this one. This is all my... I'll put this back. This is all the... diagnostics. That you want to carry. Because it's very important if someone is ill, you want to have every single vital sign you can possibly get to help you in recognizing what could be going on. If it's a heart problem, respiratory problem, if it's a bacterial infection, viral infection, low blood sugar, yeah. You know, your vital signs are going to tell you a lot. And you also want to have something in case you have a bigger adult. If you have a small kid, an infant, obese person, you want this. This is a blood pressure kit. Which again, you can buy all this stuff off eBay if you're trained to use it. I would recommend, if you're going to use any of this stuff, to get training or have someone in your group who has the training and knows how to do this. This has the sphygmomanometer thing right here. The Android. And it's got thigh cuff, infant, large adult, and child. So it's got all the different cuffs that you need, from very, very small to very, very large. And it folds up, and you can easily keep that controlled. Also, these are also about maybe 14 to 20 bucks on eBay. But you want a bag valve mask. Like I said, if you're trained to use them. You do not need to have these hooked up to oxygen for them to be effective. Even without oxygen, you can still deliver up to 80% of room air oxygen, which is better than nothing. You also want a CPR mask. Puke bags, pretty cheap on eBay. Again, eBay will be your best friend. You can find almost anything on eBay. Glucose gel. Also something to put the lancets in. A little miniature sharp shuttle. Also, you want to have a nasal airway kit for someone who may be going into seizures or who may be in cardiac respiratory arrest. Also, oral airways in each size. Again, you can get these off eBay, Amazon, a lot of different medical places. And also, if you wanted to, you can find these military type ones. You can find these on eBay pretty cheap. It's a King Airway. You see, it's military type. But you can get these for about, I think it was like, I want to say $10. It wasn't very expensive. And it's handy to have just in case you have someone who's not breathing for whatever reason. And that's what's in this section of the airway portion and diagnostics. Okay, next is going to be the front. This here is my trauma. My trauma part. Burn relief spray. Hydrogen peroxide. Most of this stuff you can get from like a dollar store or whatever. Betadine or iodine solution. Cat tourniquet. This is a H&H penetrating chest injury kit. It's got a chest seal and a wound seal. It's a military type, but it works. Extra gauze. A ring cutter. In my whole career as an EMT, 14 years, I've only used one of these maybe 2 or 3 times. But they come in handy. They will cut through gold, platinum, silver, steel. And pretty much what happens is, I'm not going to really do it because it'll really destroy your ring. But you take that little hook and you go up underneath the ring because it may be cutting off the circulation. And you just clamp down on it, on the ring, and you spin that little wheel, which will cut through steel, gold, silver. It's a ring cutter pretty much. Also, you want different kinds of tape. I've got like 3 rolls of tape. You want ace bandages. I've got like 2 in here. Also got butterfly closures for wounds. Also, you want to have tweezers, bandage scissors, hemostats, band-aids, another pen light, you also want a pair of EMT shears. Also, you want at least 4 triangular bandages. which will look like this with safety pins. Those come in handy if somebody's got a broken arm, or if you have to tie a branch or something. Sam splint military version. Sam splints are very, very valuable. Also got baggies, 4x4s, 3x3s, and 2x2s. Got them separated. Also have ice packs. And I've got three Kerlix.
Another thing to really keep in mind is I'd go through like your medical bag like once like every 3 months just to keep up to date with some of the stuff, because some stuff does expire or you need to change out batteries in your things that need batteries. So I definitely like check your bag like once every 3 months and just kind of go over everything.
Yeah, that's great advice. Because you never want to be caught in the middle of an emergency and something doesn't work or something's not available. Oh, I almost forgot.
Expired.
There's more in here. There's a zipper pocket, which I keep N95 mask with COVID. That's a given. Also, a throwaway stethoscope. Pair of goggles, biohazard bags, and extra gloves. So just your biohazard stuff. You might want to keep in that little pack. So this is more of the trauma type stuff that you want in here. And on the other side, we'll get to this. There is more trauma stuff in here. There is a whole box of surgical dressings, 5x9s. Got a whole box of them. More butterfly closures. Coban. Got 2 Cobans. Also, extra chest seal. A Bolin chest seal. For penetrating chest injuries. OB kit. For, self-explanatory. Delivering a baby. And a multiple trauma dressing. For large bleeders, like abdominal wounds, and stuff like that. So this is your bulky stuff I put in here. This is your bulky dressings and such that's in this side. Like I said, everything's in here to handle any type of emergency that you may have to deal with. With all this in here, it is very heavy. Like I said, you have this section right here. If you want to put an oxygen tank in here, you can. But, like I said, this don't have an oxygen tank, so you could put something in this pocket like non-rebreathers or cannulas, if you so wish to. But that's pretty much it for this bag. It's very extensive. Like I said, it's put together and designed for an EMT at least, a first responder at minimum. Someone with just basic first aid, I would not recommend that stuff, because you're only going to know how to use most of the bandaging stuff.
And I wouldn't recommend this bag if you have spaghetti arms like me. You know, I couldn't carry that thing, so I'd get something like more smaller and compact. You know.
Yes, I mean, this is an ambulance bag. I mean, this is, for me working 14 years in EMS, this is the kind of bags that you carry on 911. Most of the time, I mean, sometimes, I mean, if you're going to be using this as an ambulance bag and you're maybe getting a good idea for, as far as starting an ambulance company or something like that, you know, you may want to consider that as an ambulance bag. Carries everything you need. On not a 911 squad, we usually leave that on the cot, strapped to the cot, or it'll be in a side compartment of the ambulance because it is heavy and bulky. That's the one bag that you always bring in if you're running a BLS squad. You usually have one person who carries an AED, and then the other person carries a first in bag. And then if you have 3 people, one person gets the stretcher out of the squad. But in any case, that's made to be an ambulance bag. If you want to get it for your own use, if you're an EM. Hey, sorry about that. Our camera ran out of space. But like I was saying, this is good for an ambulance bag, or if you're a EMT and you're off duty. I mean, you can get it for your car. It might be a little bit pricey if you're just starting out as an EMT. I know 14 years ago, when I first got into this, I didn't spend that much money on medical gear. I acquired that over the years, and, you know, it takes time to buy all that stuff. I mean, that's just me being experienced and wanting certain gear in my bag, and, you know, spending that kind of money. But if you got the funds to do so, by all means, you're probably going to be looking at least, for this bag right here, for everything that's in it, over $1,000, easy, maybe 1,500. And I mean, that's not an exaggeration, but maybe over 1,500, maybe more than that even. It depends.
But the bags itself are not really that expensive. It's more of like acquiring the equipment. The bag itself may run up to $20 to $80, depending.
More than that.
Oh.
This one, the Iron Duck Industries one, empty, the bag empty. If you get it new, you're looking at easy $275, just the empty bag. Now, if you're lucky enough and you skim not YouTube, eBay, you might be able to find it for under $100. You might get lucky and get one for under $100. But we're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be doing more bags, more reviews. This is the top. This is like the cream of the crop, so to speak. And, you know, this is the most expensive by far. But we're going to be going down the list, and, you know, we'll show you some to where you can get some that's within your price range or your budget.
And, I was kind of thinking about this idea. I'm just going to throw it out there. If you guys want to see like story times of him being an EMT, because I've heard his stories and I'd really like for him to tell you guys stories about the time he was an EMT. I think it would be like interesting just to see from an EMT point of view on how their job's like, what kind of conditions, their traumas, basically their fears. So if you'd like to see something like a story time with Chris, you know, just comment saying yes or no. I'd personally think he should, you know, put like story times out there too, because like I said, this is like random videos of like survival equipment, but we can also do story times as well. We're just kind of starting this YouTube channel, and we're really grateful for all of our subscribers, but you know, just let us know what you guys want to hear about. We're just gonna be like going through like everything, like we want to do what you guys want, so tell us what you want.
Give us some ideas of what you'd like to see. Like I said, we're going to be doing a whole series on medical bags and medical equipment and stuff that you might need for prepping. I definitely, if you're into prepping, I'd find someone in your group to be a designated medical person who might have all the gear. But yeah, there's lots of medical gear you can get. Prepping is a little bit of everything. It's everything from food storage to medical supplies to self-defense to camping supplies, survival supplies, radios, solar energy. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. And we're going to go over a little bit of everything.
Oh, freshwater storage, too.
Yeah.
Fire
we're going to be going over that stuff. Fire starting.
In harsh conditions, of course.
Yeah. And also, like, other stuff as well. Like camp stoves. Just everything. We're going to be making probably hundreds of videos. And we're going to keep going and going and going. So, subscribe. You know, we're going to be making videos, as many as we can. We both have jobs, but we try to at least make time to make one video a day. But we hope to hear your comments. Please subscribe. Hit the bell to keep up with the videos. And we love all of our subscribers. And we wish you God bless you all, and God bless America. Bye.
Bye.